Hi lovelies! Welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today we are going to stuff my honey's paycheck. If you're new here, my name is Rosa. My channel is all about my personal budgeting journey. It is about cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, a little bit about investing and our debt-free journey. If any of that is of interest to you, please take a second, push subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming back and spending a little bit more of your time with me. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And everyone, please take a second, smash that thumbs up button. All right, so my honey is an hourly worker. I'm a salary, my honey is hourly. So it depends on how many hours he works as to what his paycheck will be. It also, he has the opportunity to earn a bonus from time to time. And that again impacts and influences how we stuff it and where we stuff what he makes. This month, or this paycheck, was right the line. I typically have an idea of where we should be, and then at the beginning of the month I kind of allocate everything, and then if the checks come in over, I then make some adjustments, add some extra here, add some extra there. If the checks come in under, on the other hand, I take some out of here and I have to take some out of there. So we got really lucky. We were $2.10 over what I had allocated and already budgeted out, so everybody gets their money. Yay! We didn't overspend in any areas, so we don't need to stop and rearrange the budget because that happens sometimes too. So this is where we start with a blanket of what goes where. So let's get started. I recently bought a binder. I've actually recently bought a handful of binders. For the longest time, only used printed envelopes that I made out of cardstock. I do have a video, there's a link below. I also use Budget Mom envelopes that I printed. I am cheap, but I do a handful of projects that I don't mind printing. I always have ink in the house, so to print things was no big issue. And then about a year ago, I bought my first binder. Fell in love with it. Since then, I have begun to get another one here, another one there. And recently I got, I think, 4 more. Yay! And this is the first of one of those. Its purpose right now is to hold our cash envelopes. Now, I again started in envelopes that I made. I then changed out to, again, more envelopes that I made, but this time they were laminated. It was so funny. I fell in love. I watched a budgeter make envelopes, and she had put in a whole bunch of neat little designs and everything. And so I decided I wanted to do the same. So I bought some stickers and a label, and I put them in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're absolutely stunning. I love them. But then when you put the cash in, everything seems to disappear, especially on camera. So not loving this. I may change these out sooner than later, but we work with what we have until we can sit down and make some more. So gas is up first. We put $110 to the side for gas every month. Out of that, we typically spend all of it. Now, I know that I have $27 in gas on the credit card right now, so I'm going to take that and leave it in here because that needs to get paid. This $10 we're going to do something special with in just a minute. So let me get my 110, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and another 10. So we have 140 in here for gas. All right. Up next is groceries. Now the budget's going to need to start to change because we are blowing through the $300 that I put to the side for groceries every 2 weeks. We need more than that. So we're going to have to figure out again what that give and take system, what can I not put grocery money in, and what can I not put money in so that groceries can get a little bit more. So we have $450, $470 in here. However, the credit card needs to get paid, so there really isn't that much in here. Let me go mark off some groceries. Our youngest gets a small allowance. He gets $10. We need to go put his monies in the bank. He's up to 30, so we'll get that in the bank very soon. I also, oh, no paper products. That's coming out of my check. Pet comes out of my check. Our cash. So we're going to put $20 into here, which should give me 30. Yep. This takes care of my Dunkin' runs. Dunkin', however, recently changed their blender and I'm not liking it. However, I found that Chick-fil-A has a frosted coffee. Oh, I loved it. So we may start doing Chick-fil-A runs instead of Dunkin' runs in the morning. And toiletries comes out of my check. I kind of feel like there isn't enough in this. So I may end up adding some more here. I don't know. It just seems really empty, but that's comparing it to my son's binder that has both his school year and his senior year in it. So I'm not 100% certain how or what else we're going to put into that envelope, but that is all right. So all right, so we are done with all of that. So since we're talking about his binder, we'll come do that very quickly. The first up is we have $5, which it is going to go into, what do we have in here? We have 60 in here. I think we're going to put it in extra car insurance. No, I think we're going to put it in driver's ed. Yeah, we'll put it in driver's ed. I would like for him to be able to take a driver's ed class on top of just driving with one of us in the car. So we'll add 5, which will bring us up to $65. 20, 40, 50, 65. All right. So that's for there. And then for his senior year, we're going to put together $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5. We should be coming up pretty soon on a video for this. Yep, there's some good monies in here. All right, drop that in, and we'll do his senior year later. All right, senior year done. And then we come into a couple of our high priorities. So debt pay down does come out of my honey's check. We set it aside until I get paid, which then allows me to make a larger payment to my debt, and it's not an extra one. And we're going to add $50 here, which will bring us up to $100 in the envelope. Now, you're like, but Rosa, there's an extra 100. There is. I do have a credit card, which I pay off every month. I am very obsessive compulsive, anal retentive, if you wanted to call it. We make sure that the credit card is paid every month so that we don't pay interest. Instead, we earn rewards from them. It's a very fine line between being on top of it and it getting out of control. I don't know about if you have credit cards, but I know that they just recently told me the interest rate jumped to like 30%. Wow! You're like, oh, but you get rewards. Yeah, 1.5%. They don't even compare. So just trying to make sure that it doesn't get out of control, but also taking advantage. This $100 will go towards debt. So although there's only 100 in here, we have another 100 from the credit card payment, or from the credit card rewards. Emergencies is going to get $5 today. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 today, which tells me we're going to put a little bit in here. We will add 3 to here, which will bring us up to 63. Oh, my pen tried to roll away. 1, 2, 3. 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63. And we'll put this to somewhere else in just a minute. Birthdays come out of my check. Medical comes out of my check. Savings. This is like that spendable savings where if we want something, like we recently needed a refrigerator, we didn't need to pull from the emergency fund, so it was nice to be able to have money to go buy a fridge. So that brings us up to $100 in here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we do have more spendable savings in the bank, but this is just the spendable savings cash in the house so that I can go spend it. Tag money comes out of my check. And then savings challenges. So we have a little bit of money for savings challenges. So we're going to start with, I have a nickel challenge, which is where you save 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents every day. It ups by 5 cents for a year. We're going to add $2 to it. I do have a home improvement savings challenge, but we're not doing anything for it right now. I have a yearly challenge. We are saving 2024 and 2024. We are specifically saving this for Christmas, so we're going to add 25 to it. We do have a holiday challenge, which we are not going to put any money in. That's for the next upcoming holiday, with the exclusion of Christmas. All right, so stick that there. And then we have $5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's headed to my 1 month ahead savings challenge. Yay! Let's check that off. And that's all of his money. Those were things that we needed to save for, both our cash envelopes, a little bit for my child, which happens, and then all of our high priorities. And that really was all because, again, his check was only $2.10 over what I was expecting to come in. And you're like, Rosa, you still have a $10 bill. Yes, I do. A while back, one of the budgeters I was watching was like, I take my extra gas money, and instead of just letting it all build up, I put it someplace else. And I was like, huh. What's she gonna do with it? And then she said the most amazing thing to me ever. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? That was really simple. It goes into car maintenance. Oh, yes! Because I don't know about your house, but my house, we always need something done. My husband recently had to get a battery. Guess it's $200. Poof, gone. But I didn't have to pull it from somewhere. Why? Because I slowly built up my car maintenance fund all year. Now, I do need you to know that like the car maintenance fund is like broke at the present moment. There is 78 whole whopping dollars in here, but it'll pay for my next oil change. Sure will. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78. And it didn't have to come out of the budget, and I didn't have to take it from anywhere else. So it was really nice. So I don't know about you, but I loved that idea. Borrowed it right on off, sure enough did. And that's where any extra gas money goes, is into car maintenance. If you have any questions or just want to say hey, I'd love if you drop it in chat. And I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.